dream.
Such a distinguished audience and for such a necessary cause, one shouldn't experiment too much. So I'll just tell you one or two things which have already formed and have made complete entities in my mind. One of them told me by my mother, who was a painter and a scene designer, and who did the designs for the Sleeping Beauty in 1938, when President Lebrun paid his state visit to London in order to ensure the solidarity which got as far as Dunkirk. At the gala, my mother was told that together with Constant Lambert and Dame Ninette de Valois, she was to be presented to Queen Mary, who came, of course, not alone, but accompanied by several ladies, including one, I don't know now which one it was, but I think it was the Grand Duchess of Teck, Pless, Nassau, Gotha, Coburg, and Mecklenburg-Schwerin, who lived in Hampton Court and had a tiara, which was brought out for these occasions, and followed everywhere with a very strong German accent. And my mother was told that you don't look at the Queen Mother, or she was the Queen then. You look straight forward and you wait. So my mother stood, and the Queen Mary came in with her toque and went to Constant Lambert, who was at the end of the line. And my mother heard, "Go home." Then there was a pause, and Queen Mary moved one nearer. And my mother still looked straight ahead, and she heard, "You are supposed to come here." Dame Ninette said, Then there was a pause, and Queen Mary landed in front of my mother and said, and left. So the Grand Duchess, following her, Now caught between a need to run after Queen Mary and to repair this omission, had just time to say to my mother, "What a pity about the revolution."
I'm the original honky-tonk train. I'm the one that you see when you're watching a western. That's me chugging by. Of the ones that you see in the films on the western. I'll tell you why, 'cause no other local can ever compare with the places I've been, 'cause I've been everywhere and I never once stopped for a moment of resting. And if the fire's burning properly, the hot air ought to rise and go along a lot of tubes that are surrounded by water. And in the boiler till eventually it moves on down the engine's aorta, out to the funnel where a cloud of smoke ensues. And now the hot air in the tubes has made the water in the boiler turn to steam. Hot, hot, hot. And the steam also rises and collects inside that large symbolic dome at the top, top, top. But if you think that now the steam is just as hot as it is gonna get you wrong, 'cause it's not, because this is where the driver opens up the regulator valve handle. The steam becomes alive again and goes back through the boiler or can, which I call it only 'cause I've a shortage of rhymes ending in an. So having been through the superheater tubes, the steam is hotter than ever it was before. The heat is more, you may be sure. The steam now passes on into the piston cylinder and pushes the piston forwards and backwards by means of valves which reciprocate in alternation according to simple mechanical law. The piston then pushes connecting rods next to the wheels. There's some of the rails, but that's not the end of the story, 'cause then all that steam, as you will have seen, is blown out as exhaust through the funnel whence it can expire,
thereby excluding the draft of the fire.
So now a purpose and rather superfluous details which doubtless will seem to you obvious, hardly worth saying. The story's over in its basic essentials, the rest is merely overlaying what you can see for yourself quite easily, although I would just like to mention the thing on the front that always comes in handy when you want to catch cows. Woo!
Wittgenstein says, doesn't he? Wittgenstein says, doesn't he, in the Blue and Brown books, the statement, "Fetch me that slab," you see, the statement, "Fetch me that slab," implies there is a slab. You see, there is a slab, such that were I to fetch it, the statement, "Fetch me that slab," will be disjunctively denied by the opposite. Shall we try it?
Yes.
Well, it seems to me, Wittgenstein has made really rather primitive category mistake. Yeah. Rather primitive category mistake, in the sense that the unfetched slab, you see, can claim to exist, you see, really no more than the unseen tree in the quad.
No, I think you're making a rather primitive category mistake here.
Really?
No, you're not. It's me. Oh, I'm terrible. Yes.
Now, tell me, are you using "yes" here in the affirmative sense?
No, you see, I like the paper. Like it because it has to bear on something that I'm considering myself at the moment, namely what role we as philosophers have to play in this confusing, heterogeneous, confusing and confused jumble of political, social, and economic relations we call society.
Yes, what?
And other people have jobs to do, don't they? I mean, what jobs do people do these days?
They chop down trees.
They chop down trees. They drive buses.
Yes, yes.
They play games. Now, we also play games, but as philosophers,
Yes.
we play language games. Games, apt language.
Language. Yes, yes, I'm with you.
Yes. Now, when you and I go onto the cricket pitch, we do so secure in the knowledge that a game of cricket is in the offing. But when we play language games, we do so rather in order to find out what game it is that we are playing. In other words,
Yeah.
why do philosophy at all?
Yes, yes.
Why?
Yeah, yeah.
Why?
Yeah, yeah.
Why?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No. Well, in that case, you see, I think the burden is fair and square on your shoulders, please. You see, to explain to me the exact role that philosophy has in everyday life. I mean, can you do that?
Yes, I think I can do this. Now, this morning I walked into a shop,
Yeah.
and a shop assistant was having an argument with a customer.
Yeah.
The shop assistant said, yes,
Yeah.
you see?
Yeah.
And the customer said, what do you mean, yes?
Yeah.
And the shop assistant said, I mean, yes.
Yes, this is very exciting.
Now here we have a splendid example in everyday life. A splendid example where two very ordinary people are asking each other what are, in essence, metaphysical questions. What do you mean? Yes, I mean yes, and so forth, and where I, as a philosopher,
Yeah.
could help them.
Yeah. Did you?
Well, no, they were in rather a hurry.
This is E.L. Whiskey from beyond the veil. From beyond the veil. Good evening. It's 1 minute before opening time up here. It always is 1 minute before opening time. They're forming a queue. They usually do. The newcomers form a queue. For weeks they form a queue. Well, it's not really weeks, because although our watches go round, there's only one time, which is 1 minute before opening time. We've been looking down at what's going to happen tonight. We've seen it several times. We're very sorry about Mr. Prendergast and the number 9 bus. I know he's out there listening, and I know he thinks that by knowing about it in advance, he can avoid it. But it's no good, Mr. Prendergast. You could sit in the theatre all night. It would still get you. Personally, I think it would be more sensible to pop out and be run down in the street. At least there's some logic to that. But if you want a bus to come careering in through the theatre, that's up to you. That's what freedom of choice is all about. But let's not be too morbid. Let's think of the happy stories the newspapers never print. Let's think of all the millions of people who will not be run down by buses tonight. When did you last read a story in a newspaper? Millions of people get through the day reasonably successfully without being run down by a bus. They don't print that kind of story. I'm beginning to fade slightly now. But if any of you out there below would like to get in touch, just speak to me. If you want news of your loved ones or bad news about those you hate, speak and I shall answer you. Do I hear voices coming to me?
What about inflation?
Inflation here is worse than what you have down there. We are running at 118%, and that's 1 minute before closing time.
What about the bourgeois problem?
We've eaten that.
What about my budgerigar?
Your deceased budgerigar, or the one you have hidden about you? Your dead budgie feels much the same as he did when alive. Terrible. Fading gradually now, like the Liberals. If I am never here again, don't worry, I'm still here at 1 minute before closing time. Good night.
In Africa, trying to cross from the Republic of Dahomey, which has since changed its name, to Benin. It's really the whole tragedy of Africa, not all of it, but some of it, the confusion and the tragedy of Africa was wrapped up in this tiny anecdote when I was trying to get across to Nigeria, and I had rented a motor car, and there was the customs officer lying there with 1 or 2 buttons missing and a dead cigarette. And he saw me and said, "Où tu vas?" Je veux traverser la frontière. Où? I said, Nigeria, it's the only place I can go from. Tu as du feu? I said, non, je fume pas. Ah, je fume pas. Ah, tu fumes pas? Il faut, pour aller à Nigeria, il faut remplir une fiche. You've got to fill up a form. I said, oui. Ils sont dehors. I went and fetched the form, which was covered with fly droppings. It looked like an 18th century document, parchment like that. They also asked me the maiden name of my maternal grandmother. I didn't quite understand why. They should need that. And he went on like that. He said, "Tu viens d'où?" I said, "Je viens de Paris." Ah, de Paris. Ah. Tu as du feu? Fume pas. Ah, il fume pas. Oh non. On va remplir la fiche. Combien de temps tu vas? How long are you going to go to Nigeria? I said, un jour. Hein? Un jour? Il faut remplir 2 fiches. So I sat down, finished, and he went, tu as du feu?
I swim twice.
So I crossed the thing, and on the other side of the barrier, there was a Nigerian with rather long pants, very high socks, boots, a hat over his eyes, and a waxed moustache, and every button in place.
Where are you going?
I said, I'm going to Lagos.
Very well, you'll have to fill up the phone. Where are you going in Lagos?
I said, I don't know where I'm going in Lagos.
If you don't know where you're going in Lagos, you can't go to Lagos.
And I said, well, I'm just going to look.
Well, you've got to tell me where you're going.
That was a deadlock, so I said, I'm going to the Chinese restaurant.
He said, where is the Chinese restaurant?
I said, it's in Broad Street. It has to be one.
He said, is the Broad Street in Malolo or in Bangu?
Well, I think it's just in Malolo, I say.
Why did you write? All right, I see your passport now. What is it mark here? I can't let you in with only mark.
I said, well, that's what they did on the other side.
If I can't see the mark, I can't let you in.
I said, well, then what?
You go back and tell.
No, I said, I'm not going back.
You are going to go back and.
I said, no, I'm not going back.
I'm not going to. Have you got a car?
I said, yes, I've got a car.
I come with you.
We both went back, and he went into the French train. I said,
what this?
and the French was,
You know.
I know what are you now.
Oh, there, buddy. Oh, there, buddy.
I'm all I will to
Paululu.
Come listen to me, baby. Hear what I say. How come you tell me that you're going away? Don't say that we must part. Don't break my aching heart. You know I loved you, baby, through the years. I've loved you night and day. Come on now, baby, can't you see my tears? Listen to what I say. After you've gone and left me crying, after you've gone, there's no denying. You feel blue, you feel sad. You'll miss the bestest pal that you've ever had. There'll come a time, don't you forget it. There'll come a time, you know that you'll regret it. Oh, baby, think what you're doing. You know my love for you will drive me to ruin. After you've gone, after you've gone away. bestest pal that you've ever had. There'll come a time, don't you forget it. There'll come a time, you know that you regret it. Oh, baby, think what you're doing. You know my love for you will drive me to ruin. After you've gone, after you've gone away.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take up arms against the sea of trouble, and by opposing, end them. Die, to sleep, no more. And by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. It is a conservation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep. To sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurs that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with fair thought. Who would fathers bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life? But the dead are something after life. The undiscovered country, from whose born no traveler returns. Hubble the wolf! Hubble the wolf! Puzzle the wolf! And make her...
Forgive me for loving you the way I do, dear. Forgive me, please do not say that we are through, dear. I know my manners aren't polite, and I insulted you last night, but please forgive me the way you always do, dear. Forgive me for being such a crashing bore last night. Forgive me for doing all that on the floor last night. I'm really glad that you complain. Please do not think I'm not ashamed, but just forgive me and love me like before last night. Forgive me for being sick inside the car, and then forgive me for going just that bit too far, and when you slapped my face and I saw red, to my disgrace I hit your head, and as I said, now that you're dead, forgive me for being late at your cremation. Forgive me, I left the flowers at the station, and now I'm here, I try to shed a single tear, and yet instead I have this feeling of incredible elation.
How do these things start? What are the comic moments that occur in life which people with an addiction for comedy notice? Other people hear them but don't always notice them. And it reminded me also of a moment in St. Louis, Missouri, where I was on the road with a play, and I got home to the hotel afterwards and switched on the television, and on the local channel I was very surprised to find Sir John Gielgud being interviewed by a local intellectual. And he had just played The Ages of Man in half a ballpark. I think there was a game going on the other side. And the American interlocutor was very, very highly, and he said, well, I think we just have time for one final Sir Gielgud. I'd like to ask you this. Did you in your long and, not only long, but also very wonderful, did you have, we all have a person, a man, or, be a woman, or that you point at and say, yes, this person is the one responsible, and that I look now with a considerable gratitude. By then, John had understood what he was being asked. And he said in the middle of Missouri, yes, I think there was someone. I remember with great gratitude at the Royal Academy, Claude Rains. I don't know what happened to him. I think he failed and went to America. That is one, and the other one is also told to me, I wasn't there, by a friend who knew very well a Dutch professor who had lived a very orderly, quiet, and hard-working life, a man of rather placid temperament who devoted his whole mature existence to classifying all the paintings by Pieter de Hoogh and putting them into a magnificent colored edition which is on the market. And now at the age of 62 he felt he had done his bit and was invited at that moment to a large English country house owned by a duke, and to his horror, one can imagine the horror, saw on the wall 3 Pieter de Hooghs that nobody had ever heard of or seen, and got very excited and said to my friend, but these are Pieter de Hooghs. Oh, I don't know what they are. But can I ask about them? Yes, I should ask the Duke. How does one call the Duke? You call him His Grace. His Grace. Yes, His Grace. Ordinary with the Duke, that's clear. So he found the Duke and said, His Grace. His Grace, these are Pieter de Hooghs. They're what? These pictures are from Pieter de Hoogh. Oh, I don't know. I know that one because it's painted on wood, you understand? Yes, I know. Very often they were painted on wood. Yes, that one because when I was younger, I used to throw a ball against it. The bounce was a very true one. I don't know that fellow at all. I know the other. I think they were in the other wing and must have come over here after the fire. I never went there. And I don't. Do you want to know about them? Yes, I very much appreciated His Grace. Oh, well, I'll get the black book. And the butler appeared this size at the end of the gallery. Oh, Bellamy, black book, please. Yes, said the Duke, when the black book comes, you see, you'll find that on the frames there are little tiddlywinks, or maybe paper, I can't remember, with a number on them. You tell me the number. Your eyesight is certainly better than mine. And I'll look up in the black book, you see, and I'll tell you. The book arrived. The book arrived, and the Dutchman said, 64, 65, and 67. I wonder what happened to 64. What did you say they were? Peter de Hoof. Full marks. What is that? German? German painter? No, Dutch. Wait, what? Dutch. I'm sorry. The Netherlands. I'm very sorry. Holland. The Low Countries. Oh, the Low Countries. Oh, really? He was about to shut the book when the Dutchman said, oh, before you shut the book, could you tell me where you acquired them? Where you acquired them? Oh, where we acquired them, yes. 66. Yes, we acquired them from the painter.
can you help me?
Good morning.
Do you have 30 Days in the Samarkand Desert with the Duchess of Kent by A.E.J. Eliot, O.B.E.?
Well, I don't know the book, madam.
Oh, never mind. How about 101 Ways to Start a Fight?
By?
An Irish gentleman whose name eludes me for the moment.
No, well, we haven't got it in stock.
Oh, not to worry, not to worry. Can you help me with David Copperfield?
Ah, yes, Dickens.
No.
Beg your pardon?
No, Edmund Wells.
I think you'll find Charles Dickens wrote David Copperfield better.
No. David Copperfield was written by Charles Dickens with 2 P's. This is David Copperfield with 1 P by Edmund Wells.
David Copperfield with 1 P?
Yes. I should have said,
Yes, well, in that case, we don't have it.
Funny, you got a lot of books here.
Yes, but we don't have a David Copperfield with 1 P by Edmund Wells.
You're quite sure?
Quite.
Not worth just looking?
Definitely not.
How about Great Expectations?
Yes, well, we have that.
That's G-R-A-T-E, Expectations. Also by Edmund Wells.
Yes, well, in that case, we don't have it. We don't have anything by Edmund Wells. Actually, he's not very popular.
Not Nicholas Nickleby? That's K-N-I-C-K-E-R, Nicholas.
No.
Christmas Carol with a K?
No.
How about A Sale of 2 Titties? Sorry to trouble you.
Not at all.
I wonder if you might have a copy of Barnaby Budge.
No, as I say, we're right out of Edmund Wells.
No, not Edmund Wells. Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens?
Yes.
You mean Barnaby Rudge?
No, Barnaby Budge by Charles Dickens. That's Dickens with 2 Ks, the well-known Dutch.
No, well, we don't have Barnaby Budge by Charles Dickens with 2 Ks, the well-known Dutch author, and perhaps to save time, I should say that we don't have Carnaby Fudge by Giles Dickens, or Thunderous Fudge by Miles Pickens, or even Stickwick Staples by Fowles Wickens with 4 M's and a silent Q. Why don't you try W.H. Smith?
I did. They sent me here. I wonder,
Yes, go on.
I wonder if you might have The Amazing Adventures of Captain Gladys Stoke Pamphlet and her intrepid spaniel Stig among the giant pygmies of Beccles. Volume 8.
No, we don't have it. Funny, we've got a lot of books here. Well, I mustn't keep you standing
Well,
around.
what have you done?
No, we haven't.
No, but I just
No,
think-
we haven't. We're closing for lunch.
No, but
I'm sorry.
Wait, I saw it over there. I saw it over there.
What?
Olsen's Standard Book of British Birds.
Olsen's Standard Book of British Birds?
Yes.
O-L-S-E-N.
Yes.
B-I-R-D.
Yes.
Yes, well, we do have that, as a matter of fact.
The expurgated version.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
The expurgated version.
The expurgated version of Olsen's Standard Book of British Birds?
The one without the gannet.
The one without the gannet, they've all got the gannet. It's a standard British bird, the gannet. It's in all the books.
Well, I don't like them. They wet their nests.
Right. Any other birds you don't like?
You like the robin?
The robin, right, the robin. Here we are. Anything else?
The nuthatch.
The nuthatch, right, there you are. No gannets, no robins, no nuthatch. There's your book.
I can't buy that. It's torn. I wonder if you have,
Go on, ask me another. We've got lots of books here, Mary. This is a bookshop.
How about Biggles Combs His Hair?
No, we don't have that one. Funny.
The Gospel According to Charlie Drake?
No. Try me again.
Oh, I know. Ethel the Art of Art goes quantity surveying.
No.
Ethel the Art of Art goes quantity surveying.
Ethel the Art. We've got it. There we are. Ethel the Aardvark goes quantity surveying. There's your book now. Buy it.
I don't have enough money.
I'll take a deposit.
I don't have any money.
I'll take a check.
I don't have a checkbook.
I got a bank one.
I haven't got a bank account.
Right. I'll buy it for you. There we are. There's your change. There's for the taxi on the way home. There's your book. There's your book.
No, wait.
There's your book.
Wait.
What?
I can't read.
You can't read. 5, 6. Ethel the aardvark was hopping down the Rift Valley one night this summer.
You can rock, you can roll, you can stop, you can store that hop. When the music is spinning, you can do the Dixie chicken and hop. Do the dance sensation and swim the nation and hop. Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. Oh baby, let's go to the hop. Ah, let's go to the hop. You can swing a chicken, groove a chicken, but it's not a moving at a hop. The way the jumping is smooth and the music is cool, it's that hop. All the cats and chicks can get their kicks at hop. Let's go to the hop, oh baby. 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 Ah, let's go to the hop. Da 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 yeah, you can rock, you can move, you can stop, and throw that hop. When the music is spinning, you can do the Dixie chicken and hop. Do the dance rotation and sweep the nation and hop. Let's go to the 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 hop. Ah, let's go to the hop. You can swing, chicken, groovy, chicken, really start to move it at the hop. Jumping is smooth and music is grooves at the hop. All the cats and chicks can't get the gigs at the hop. Let's go to 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 the hop. Ah, let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. All right now. Let's go to the hop. Ah, let's go to the hop. 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 Ah, let's go to the hop. 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 Let's go to the hop.
Thank you very much. Good night.